Dwane, is that the kind of game you just sort of get over and move on to the next one?
Well, you know, offensively, we got to play. You know, we're harping on our defense, how we didn't play. I thought our offense was not physical in the first half. I thought we was driving in there soft, making soft passes, kind of aiming the ball instead of playing with the physicality and force offensively. You go to that and you score, what, 70 in the second half. That's the kind of force we got to play with in the second half, like in the first half to start the game. I was pleased with our defense. We got stops when we needed to. But again, we got to play with force and physicality to start the game.
Jonas had a very effective night, especially made some free throws, got some rebounds down the stretch. Must be pleased with where he is.
Huge. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're waiting for. You know, everybody's wanting him to play at the end. That's what he's got to do down the stretch, rebound. He had, what, 15 rebounds. We was trying to tag team he and Biz. I thought both of them did an excellent job. Biz had some tough calls on him going to the bucket. But I thought everybody that came in the game off the second unit, Patterson, Ross had some early foul trouble that hurt our rotation a little bit. And I thought James Johnson came in and was effective.
That version of Pat Patterson into the third quarter, early fourth quarter, is that more what you're used to seeing from him?
Right, Pat was tremendous. He stretched the floor. We ran his number. He executed, made the shot, was aggressive, looking for a shot, and that's what we need. Again, not too many teams we're going to face are going to be like Indiana, that are going to be that small all the time. We're going to see more of a traditional lineup. So it kind of messes with your rotation. I like the way we played. It kind of helps us continue to go the way we want to play.
You did go smaller in the last 7-6 minutes in the fourth. What did you make of that lineup?
Well, that's what the NBA is going to come to. That's more traditional. When other teams go small, you try to match them. The difference is you start the game and start the half that way is a little unconventional. So the way we played the second half, you could go with Corey, T. Ross, one of those two, or you could play with Pat as a small. So we have a lot of options in that situation. We didn't get to Anthony Bennett tonight, or he could have played in that situation. But I think we're better equipped to play small than we were last year.
What went into the – sorry, go ahead. Dwane got off to a really rough start, missed his first 6 shots, but then he's the guy at the end of the game that wanted the ball. What does that say about him and his approach?
Well, that's what he's got to do. I thought he wasn't as aggressive and physical offensively in the first half. I thought his defense was solid in the first half. But again, and it's the first game, you know, rust. I've always said that our defense is ahead of our offense. But again, you got to play with force on the offensive end, especially against a physical team like Indiana. It's going to be the same thing Friday night. In Boston, it's going to be the same thing Sunday. So we got to play with that, the way we played the second half, with force and physicality on the offensive end.
I guess Damari came as advertised, particularly on the defensive end against Paul George.
He did his job. He did his job. And that's what we expect out of him. You know, 40. T. Ross kind of hurt us a little bit getting in foul trouble. We extended his minutes. We was trying to match his minutes with Paul George. We kind of had a 4-minute differential. But 41's a little bit too many for him.
What went into the decision with Scola over Patterson?
Well, you know, again, Scola has been playing well. I mean, Pat, again, you know, nothing's etched in stone. But again, I like Pat's energy coming off the bench right now. That could change, I don't know. But Scola has been great. He's still great. He didn't score tonight, but he's that old soul that can score in the post, can do the job, and he's you know, in training camp he was a better player.
As easy as Pat just seems more comfortable coming off the bench?
I don't know. For us right now, he gives us a punch off the bench.